fellow marketers, Professor Walters here, and today I have for you our 4 tips on best practices for making content for your social media. So if you're trying to make the best TikTok dance video, or you're trying to make the best YouTube video, or you're trying to make a good post on Facebook or Twitter, these are some things that you can think about and you can try to do to help make better content going forward. And the first best practice I have for you is know your audience. Know their wants, know their needs, know their habits, and base your content off of that. Think about it. If you're in the DIY space, look and see what are the things that my audience are trying to build, what things they're trying to repair, that they're trying to do it themselves. I need to make videos for that. Hey, if I'm in travel, what am I seeing? Oh, people are preparing for travel for the holidays, right? I got my holiday shirt on. Hey, we need to make videos for how to survive Christmas vacation, how to survive Thanksgiving break, how to do this. You want to make content that fits for them. So you really need to understand your audience. And the thing is, you may say to yourself, I know what my audience wants. It's easy to know. No, that's why you have analytics to look at and see what posts do better. What are the audiences really watching? What are they getting the most likes for, spending the most time with? That's going to tell you a lot. And so that helps you learn about that audience, okay? And don't be afraid to ask your audience, hey, what would you like to see? What kind of more posts would you like to have from us? And that's going to help you make more posts that's tailored to your audience. And that's going to have a much bigger impact on them and getting them to share more, watch more, and be more involved and engaged with your social media. Now, my second tip for you is have multiple platforms you use for the multiple segments you have. And you might see that your audience on Instagram is actually different than your audience on TikTok, which is different than your audience on Twitter, which is different than your audience on YouTube, which is different than your audience on Facebook, which is different than the audience on your website. You start to see that things are not the same everywhere. And you need to make content specific for each of those groups, okay? Because if you start making the same thing over and over again, there's a reason why YouTubers sometimes don't do well on Instagram TV or Facebook Watch, but then people that do great on Facebook video don't do so good on YouTube because they're different beasts. So you really have to look at is how is your market segmented? What's the social media platforms that they're using, and tailor your content for those platforms and for those audience on that platform. Because you might see that you're going to make content for experts on one and noobs on another channel and intermediate here. And you're going to see that, hey, there's different stuff that people are looking at and looking for. So make sure you're tailoring your content for that. Now, my third tip for you is to really develop content that you can repeat and that your audience can kind of get into a habit of watching. So for example, my travel videos, I always say, hey, check out our videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And they know every Wednesday and every Saturday for the last God knows how many years, there's always been a Walters World video that came out. And so they know that. I don't even know what happened if I missed one. They'd be like, are you okay? What's going on? I'm used to having these things. Think about it. Your favorite shows, you expect them to happen at a certain time. Every Friday, I expect that new Mandalorian episode to pop out. Back in the day, Epic Rap Battles of History, they used to have a new video every Monday, and you're like, hey, I'm used to that. I've been trained for this. And if you develop that habit with your audience, well, then they're going to get used to it and they're going to come back again and again and again for your content. Because people like ritualized content. Okay, they like having that. They like knowing that, oh, this thing's going to be coming out tomorrow. Oh, I'm looking forward to that new video tomorrow because it's Saturday, so Walters World has a new video coming out. You do that, you really help your audience in terms of understanding, what they should be expecting from you. And so what I recommend you do is look in your analytics and see what gets you the most engagement. What kind of content gets the most engagement? Try to make more of that content. When do you see more people watching? Maybe that's when you should put your content out, or maybe like an hour or two before then, so it gets that big boost. It's funny because you may say, well, everyone says that YouTube on the weekend gets very few views. It's during the week when it's best. Well, yeah, for traditional videos, but for travel videos, they actually get more views on the weekend because that's when people are planning their vacations. Oh, and so you need to think about that. When are people watching their DIY videos? Are they doing it Monday when they're coming back from their first day back at work, or are they doing it on Thursday and Friday getting for this weekend's project? And that's what your analytics will tell you. So use that in order to figure out the best way to develop those habits. And this kind of goes into my 4th tip for you. And that really is, make sure you're publishing content when people are watching. Don't put your videos out at midnight. Nobody's watching at midnight. You look at YouTube numbers, from about 10 o'clock at night until about 7 in the morning, it just boom, goes way down and then it comes back up. look and see when your audience watching and put that content out then. And the thing is a lot of these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, there's a program called Tailwind. They'll tell you these are the best times for you to post on Instagram. This is when most of your audience is going to be there. This is when you're going to get the most likes. And use that. Because just because you like to, not go to bed at night and stay up all night and watch videos from midnight to 2 a.m. doesn't mean that's what your audience is doing. So make sure you track all these things. You look at those analytics and see when are the eyeballs on my posts, and that's when you need to be posting. Okay? So I hope these 4 little tips can help you make better content for your audience. If you want to learn more, we got plenty of videos to help you out in learning more about social media marketing. Wish you all the best. Bye.